Salute to everybody in the room, man. Appreciate the gifts for sure. Appreciate the gifts, man. Appreciate the love. Off back. First one in the room, I see you, man. First one in the room, first one to do the gifts, first one to show support, first one to show love. You gotta love them on everything. You gotta love, bro. Straight up. Keep doing the thing. We appreciate the love, bro. On everything. This one of the ones, bro. This one of the ones I would be gladly to do. I'm glad and I'm happy doing. G Malone, man. Glasses, man. Glasses is a person that I really love. You know what I'm saying? I love Glasses. Glasses is a good person. I'm ganging him. So I really love Glasses. He a good person, bro. Dre, what's the deal? Shout out Dre. Dre in the building. On everything. Shout out to my mods. We gonna get the mods in here. Let me get my mods in the building before I take off, y'all. Because I'm about to take off. You ain't now. You know what I'm saying? Pew. Pew. You know what it sound. I'm about to take off. Take off. Take off. You know the sound. Pew. Oh, gang it out. Get my thugs in the building. That's 2, 3, 4. Where the fourth place at? 4. I got one more drop. 4. Where you at? The top. 4. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Y'all see my people, they finna pop up in the building. We about to go crazy, man. It's your boy ODM Slim, and I'm like the other man. You know what I'm saying? ODM Squad. You know the squad. My boy Dre. ODM. You know what I'm saying? LAM ODM, baby. LAM. ODM. Loyalty's a must with us. It's no further ado, bro. We gonna just go ahead and just get into it. It's all love, all respect, and all that and all that. We gonna get right into it, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Over the last couple of weeks, you and Aiden Ross has had a back and forth online.
Dochi, I'm gonna go about Dochi tomorrow, but I ain't gonna let that dumb fat sorry, she's not fat. That dumb that botted dude, that stupid smelly she dropped from
Stop talking about the black queen.
I don't give a about none of that.
You cannot be no white man talking that much shit about that black woman. That just not gonna fly, homie. I don't give a what she's saying. And if you keep doing it, I'm gonna start pressing all the around you. I'm not gonna press you because I don't know where you at and I don't know how to get to you. But all the around you, they don't got your money. They don't got none of that shit. Gonna start pressing all the and I'm gonna make it my business to make Crips start pressing all the around.
I think the FBI can get involved with it, right? It's like now a streamer end up getting shotted up through here. We got this dude. It can just be tedious situation you can place yourself in by going public and saying things of that nature is what I'm saying.
This is what it's worth. And is it worth paying the ultimate? Is it worth the ultimate sacrifice? Is it worth going to prison for 30 years? Is it worth dying over? Easy.
Is it worth explaining to him though? It's worth doing all, is it worth? Because I look at him like this here too. If I'm him and I know I'm the most powerful person in my position, in my crew, out of respect for the church, you take your hat off.
Yeah.
Can I get some people start liking the video, please? Like the video, because I like a lot of people coming here all the time and they can't, I be doing a lot, bro. I drop like 2 or 3 drops a day on the ODM Slim Show. I come in here every night trying to get out 2 or 3 hours. I need y'all to like double tap the screen, like the video. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be asking.
But academics is in the clip.
So academics is somebody that to me we should deal with personally. The fact that Meek ain't had that conversation with him or put, or made it a thing to show him that here's the consequence for talking about me is the problem.
I took $1 million out of your label's budget. You not talking about shit. You ain't never take $1 million out of my pocket. Let's do the math. I f***ed your whole career up when 21 Savage couldn't save you. When 21 put me on the phone with you, you was a broken, ass, washed up rapper who needed me more than I needed you. I never needed you.
I mean, something about it says if Meek told him that they could fight, I don't think he would say no.
So you think Act take the fade?
I believe it.
I'm saying the
thing.
difference between him and Aiden, if both of those guys are not hip hop, and both of those guys are handling black women in a certain way, why does Aiden get held in a way that academics doesn't? That's what I'm saying. What do you say to people who say Adam 22 and No Jumper hold a spot that you should be critical of if you're gonna hold that stance?
Some stuff was coming to the surface for the first time, like the fact that, you know, his baby mother,
Yeah.
Beyonce,
Share this room, guys.
used to be selling her, you know. That's it's not really up for debate. The thing not up for debate. This is real shit.
I mean, if Adam 22 is doing that in front of me, or if I ever seen Adam 22 calling that.
But what do you feel about, how do you feel about the way that Joe took your side in that Doechii thing? He kind of rolled with you and said, no, I'm around with glasses on there.
Honestly, no, I didn't even see.
For real, you been tied up.
I mean, it's not that, dog. It's gonna sound f***ed up, Loon, cause I really believe in us.
For sure. So you think Drake wouldn't fight?
I think Drake wasn't raised that way.
Wasn't raised to defend himself?
I think Drake was raised to report to the proper authorities what happened. I think he was to tell the teacher and the principal, hey, this person did this.
Not Drake. They even talk about Drake. Not Drake. Drake. Let's get the mics up, y'all. It's only 10 likes, 82 people here, man. Come on, bro. Come on, please.
Welcome to It's Up There podcast. You already know the vibes. I'm Big Loon, your host. You know what it is, man. I represent the Southern District.
What's up, my boy, man? The black Caesar in the building. Caesar in the building, bro. Where you been at, brother? You been missing in action, brother. I ain't seen you in a minute, too, Caesar.
The executive branch. The vibrations is always high. Come to patreon.com. It's Up There podcast to support my vibe, to be a part of my congregation. Today I got someone from the West Coast, a legend out there, been in the headlines, man, and we want to have a conversation today like how we have conversations. You dig what I'm saying? And so for those of y'all that's watching this, be prepared for two highly decorated men to exercise some of our ideas. I got glasses, Malone. How you doing, brother?
I'm cooling, dog. What's the deal?
I'm lovely, man. I'm lovely. How you feeling out there on the West, man? What's the...
No, that's good. Listen, bro. For real, listen, bro. We all go through I'm going through stuff as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head up, bro. Straight up. That's the only way you can't drown. When shit get deep, keep your head up. That's the only way you can't drown. Once you tuck your head and go down, it's over with. Keep that motherfucker up high. Chin up. And keep motherfucking pedaling, brother. Because it's going to be straight. On my mama, it's going to be good. Understand that. All of us that's going through stuff, we going through things every day. Chin up, chest out. Nate, man, listen, I'm here for you. Hit my Instagram. We chop it up. Dead homies. I don't give a fuck who you is, brother. You listen. I'm here. It don't take me but 2-3 seconds to type some letters to you, my fools. And that's an easy call. It's a congregation, bro. Straight up, we here for each other. That's a fact. Shout out to my boy, man, Flint in the building. Always, brother. You got to. Got to. Cause when I air, there we go. You squabbling now. You breathing now. You got your patterns up. They can't stop you. Because they try to drown us. They try to soar with a hit. They throw on top of us. Woo, woo. To where it's like, once I start putting it down like that, no. Keep it up as you going to the top. Because once that head come up first, take that good breath of air. Man, it's a different feeling, brother. Straight up. Once you get that, all right, poke your head out the water. You smell me? Good things. Straight up.
State of the West.
You know what, cuz I think everybody in a good space. I think it got its moments. I don't think much has changed, but I feel like people are optimistic about the art, you know what I mean, that we projecting from the streets. So I think that's always a good place to be in.
Does it feel like Kendrick disappeared?
Nah, man, it feel like his presence is even more looming. You know, with less material out there, it feel like his presence has never been as looming and as, you know, overbearing as it does now. It's a different weight on the game. You know, it's reserved for a few dudes to ever touch hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, but from an industry standard, right? I think if the perception was he's gonna take the workhorse position, which was Drake, his output was extremely high, right? What do you say to that hole that's been left, right? Or do you not see that hole as being left?
Nah, because the workhorse is still releasing material. You know, Drake put out 50 songs since the battle was over.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
the person
That's
that's
true.
doing what they do is still doing what they doing. You feel me? But, you know, the presence of Kendrick is even more looming than ever. You know what I mean? Even without all the material, because a real cultural stance was made, like a weight, a burden had been placed over the game and things you want to represent. So, but I think for people that were into that, you know what I mean, the receiving so much material, I think that person is still doing what they supposed to do. I think Drake is constantly putting out music. You know, he hasn't changed his plan at all.
Is the support the same from the label because of the lawsuits and different things? They have a fractured relationship at this point. Something is not connecting. Do you think it's the music, or is it the system not behind them? What do you feel as though it's not, or is he just?
Hey, some of y'all can answer that question. Answer that question. Do y'all think, because Drake been dropping music, but ain't no #1 billboards, ain't no top charts, ain't none of that. You think because the fraction with him and the label getting back and forth going with the label, or it just because it is not hidden? I think Drake music is hidden, period, because he make music for women and all type of stuff. So I think his music gonna always hit. But I just think, it's my thoughts. I don't know. Y'all got your own thoughts, right? That once he mess with that machine, they kind of like taking from him. You know what I'm saying? I think they like, even when they taking from him, like.
He's been damaged as far as his image is concerned, coming out of that battle.
Well, you know, everybody got their own feelings and own opinions. You can have that. You know what I'm saying? He could be that to you, but he not that because to a lot of people, because he didn't win across this globe and sold out more than anybody. So, you know, you know, that's just you. He made more money than anybody on one tour. So I don't know.
And the interest isn't there.
I really question his fandom. Like, I really question the people that act like they supported him. You know what I mean? It's like, he's one of the best record makers in the business, you know what I mean, historically. So it's like, he's going to deliver records in the same fashion he's always. He didn't just forget how because he lost a rap battle. I definitely think the label, you know, and iHeart and Spotify, you know, have to move a little bit more reserved, because he kind of accused them of doing crimes and kind of, you know, try to put their business out in the streets, you know, whatever that looks like. So I definitely don't think they're going to do the same type of things that they may have been doing for him once before, if it was wrong things to get him in position. But again, it's not like his records are not achieving the same. You know, he still got a platinum album. You know, he still got songs that charted in the top 5. Like, I think what happened is it was a level of cultural cachet that we lent him, you know what I mean, that the culture lent him that is not there anymore. And, you know, he's back to just really being a great record maker and the support of his fan base. But I think he's fine. I don't think he's not achieving the same success. Like, I you know, a couple songs with #2. You know what I mean? He's still placing songs in the top 5. He still got a platinum album. You know, he still was streamed incredibly well, whether catalog or a ton of new music. People that's fans still are preparing for his album, but I think you really get to see the power of the culture. You know what I mean? When people is like, you look funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's...
Hey, bro said Drake didn't lose. He got washed. Look, appreciate the love. Appreciate the gifts. Hey, I think Drake was fucked over. No ifs, ands, and buts. I'm gonna keep all that clean with you, right? Not on no hated on no Drake shit, none of that. No hating shit, right? This is real life, what I feel, right? Only way I feel like this because Drake, once the battle, Drake was dropping. You know what I'm saying? They was going back and forth. But once he dropped They Not Like Us, he kind of like whopped them. Dead homies. Whooped his whoppers. 50 crib. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Whopped him. Hit him with the whopper. Bah, bah, bah. Shut up. Sheesh. West side. And not saying Drake didn't make no good diss songs back, but he whopped him. Listen, bro, if nobody listened to Kendrick diss track, then why his diss track the #1 diss track ever? Say that then. Crazy, man. If nobody listens to Kendrick diss track, why is #1 ever? Why he had to perform it at the Super Bowl? What diss track ever was performed at Super Bowl? What diss track ever was nominated for a Grammy? What diss track won a Grammy? Stop it. No, I don't see. Listen, I don't think that a lot of people that were Drake people turned on him. I think once he put the culture, start putting stuff against Drake. It's like he started putting certain shit against Drake, right? You know what I'm saying? And certain people felt that, but felt that he made good music. Felt certain things, but he did this and that. And it's like when he did that, it's like he's speaking for a lot of people, industry-wise. You know what I'm saying? He's spoken for a lot of people industry-wise. Straight up. He spoke for a lot of people industry-wise was feeling this way about Drake. So when he did that, he made a lot of, you know what I'm saying, celebrate. Like, you see what brother said. Then he made an album after that. After the diss tracks, he made an album celebrating the victory with the victory lap. Drake back-to-back got a Grammy. No. I don't believe that. I don't believe Drake back-to-back got a Grammy. Kendrick Lamar only diss track to ever be nominated. Ever. What are you talking about? That was the thing. To ever be nominated. That diss track. To ever be nominated. Now, I don't know. Let me check that out for you. Drake back-to-back Grammy. Let me see Drake all Grammys. Drake. He got 5 Grammys, 50-something nominations. God's Plan, Corrupted. Take Care for the album, God's Plan, Waiting. No, not back-to-back. No back-to-back. He got Take Care for the album, best album for the first win, best song for God's Plan, best melon rapper performance for Wait For You in 2003 with Future. Oh yeah, for Future, Waiting For You with Future in them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. He got 5 Grammys. Kendrick got 5 Grammys at 1 Grammy. Kendrick got 5 Grammys back to back. Kendrick got 15 Grammys. Let's see how many Kendrick got. Let's go see Kendrick Lamar Grammys. Come on, Kendrick Grammys. Nobody listens to him, but the Grammys nominate him every time he drop an album, and he sweep. From what I heard, from what I read, he sweep every time he goes to the Grammys. Straight up. 16 Grammys. Now, I like Drake. I'm not gonna say like I hate Drake or something like that. I don't never feel like that. Like, oh, you hate Drake. I don't hate Drake. Don't hate Drake. I'm real nigga, and it is what it is. 22 Grammys. Okay. It ain't even oh my God, this nigga got 22 Grammys, cuz. One nigga got 5, one nigga got 22, cuz it's good.
You know, things that we don't approve of culturally, and you overstep it because you feel like you bigger than the program, you're starting to see that you not. Nobody is bigger than the program.
I think I feel as though a lot of his strengths was took from him. Like his ability to stand next to certain people was always like instrumental in him reaching certain audiences. I think he still possesses that ability, and I think certain rappers are still standing next to him, but I think they've shooken his confidence in doing that. Like, he doesn't want to stand next to certain people because people may say, oh, he's running back to this artist to try to get with these people.
No, for sure, he got stupid bangers, bro. I would never say he don't got bangers. I ain't rocked his music. I ain't fucked to some of his songs. I would never say no shit like that ever. I would never say that, bro, because I'll be a liar. You know what I'm saying? To this day, not no back then. I'm talking today. Like, I don't be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that. Who won in the verses? I'm going to wait. Oh, that's cool. He might win in the verses. I'll give him that, because Kendrick don't make music for everybody. He don't make music for, and he knows that. He don't make music for everybody, but he make music. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the verses, that's cool. Verses don't really get nothing, no pay. It just saying I got bangers. He got bangers. He got stupid bangers. Dead homies. But verses, that's what we going with, the verses. From money and from the most selling shits to the most touring, the first diss song to get a Grammy, just fuck all that. Just go to the verses. Fuck it. I give you that all day long.
I would ignore that if I was him. Would you ignore that? Like if I said, yo, glasses just be with them Crip dudes, man. If it wasn't for them Crip dudes, it wouldn't be nothing, man. We wouldn't even look at it like that. You would ignore that, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, I would believe you. You know, the source of my power, you know, is of this street urban culture, you know, based out of Southern California. That's a global phenomenon. That is the source of my power, the depth and knowledge and understanding. I don't think Drake is not like standing next to people. I think he's expanding, right? I think he like, okay. I mean, and I don't want to try to imagine what Cuz is feeling, but I mean, he just did some stuff with Central C. He's doing stuff with international artists, right? And again, I think his cultural cachet, I think people are starting to see exactly how much hip hop meant in this fold. Because it's not like, for some reason, he's been discounted like he's not having the same successes. And it's like, that's just not true. Of course he's having successes. It's the same success, but when you see the culture kind of like, it's a question. And you could be right, because I don't know what he's thinking. He could be looking at the culture like, man, this is fucked up. But, you know, the people that roll with him. You know what I mean? They stood with him. They didn't switch on him. They stayed down with him. You know what I mean? So, if I was him, honestly, I would spend more time. I'd be on an apology tour. You know what I mean? I'd be like, you know what?
Apologize for what?
Well, I'd be apologizing to hip hop because there's no reason I should have sued a record label over a diss record under no circumstances, let alone through your partner businesses out in the street like that. You know what I mean? And try to, you know, them type of civil case can make the federal government come and investigate, and you shouldn't be doing that.
Pieces, bro. You already know. Devon?
UMG over a diss record. You shouldn't be doing that to none of these people over a battle because they're not taking a song down. I'd apologize to them. I'd apologize for hip hop because I'm like, yo, I shouldn't have sued over this. I know better. I know once I contend in this, I can't come out of it, even if it doesn't go my way or I don't like how it goes. I can't do this because this could actually damage everything that these people use to profit. I'd be apologizing to iHeart because they supported me for years and years and years and years. And it's like, okay, they support some other record. It's like, I'm mad and now I throw their business in the streets.
From a UMG perspective, you don't think there's any validity to him saying they may have tried to tank his value by pumping up Kendrick at all? You don't think
Zero.
there's no
Zero chance. Not even close.
Is there any truth to it? I think that was What's the Dirt said that I guess Kendrick may have signed this deal a day after he dropped a diss record or something, day before he dropped the diss record.
I didn't ask, but I believe that could be true. I believe once he remember Mr. Mariah was his last album with Top Dog as far as, you know, that deal that they had been in that whole time. So I'm sure he needed a new situation. But I think it's disingenuous to discount the fact that Like That went #1 probably like without him being in the deal. So, you know, his cachet was still his cachet.
I forgot about Like That. Like That was the first blow. Oh, Like That. I forgot about Like That.
It wasn't a certain thing that happened with Interscope. Sony put out Like That. You know what I'm saying? So he just had the sway and he just had the movement. You know, he had the moment and he really captured it at that time.
Definitely. He did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
For some of the Southern audience who may not know some of your background, explain to them where you from out in LA and some of your background.
So I grew up in Watts. You know what I'm saying?
17.
My mom lived in Compton, so my background is pretty sturdy in both places. Stern there. I got my first record deal. Well, not my first, but I got my record deal that impacted the business with Cash Money Records. So I was cultivated by Birdman, Slim, and Tune on how to do the business. My first hit record came from DJ Toomp out of Atlanta. I mean, if you're familiar with Tip stuff.
Yeah.
It's been like that, man. That's pretty much my background in the business. Mac 10, you know, Mac 10 and Cash Money Records was my first opportunity to have a hit record in the business.
Was Mac 10 your introduction to Cash Money?
Guaranteed. Yeah, as far as personal.
That makes sense. I think I do remember a couple videos and songs you done with them back then.
Right.
How's the
first person shooter? You're right. It's first person shooter. And when he says on the first person shooter, nigga, fuck niggas, it's the big meat. Nigga, fuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big meat. Pump. Nigga, I really like that. Dead homie, he told nigga on the set, nigga Prince lived longer than Mike Jack, nigga. Fuck you talking about? You can beat Mike Jack with the hits.
how's podcasting been to you?
I don't like that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. I know, right? I know, and I can't just lie and shit. Forgive me.
What's going on, man?
Nah, it's like
let's get the mics up, bro. You see the homie, man? Get the mics up. Double tap the screen, brother. Straight up, man. They talking about Kendrick, fool. Dad, homie. First of all, nigga, the West always got listen, bro. I'm from really a West Coast nigga. I've been from nigga New York, Florida. I'd have been all through this motherfucking Texas. I'd have been all through this motherfucking nigga on my mama, nigga. And the eyes is on this motherfucker at all times. Nigga on gang. On this motherfucker at all times. Nigga. Straight up. They be right here. What LA doing? What LA trying to do? Who is them niggas? And the LA niggas so busy fucking each other over, not worrying about nobody else. Everybody else, they don't like us. Nigga, you 700 miles from me, nigga. I'm chipping niggas down the street, nigga. The fuck up out of here. Oh, gang it up, brother.
Okay.
We know you.
It's one thing explaining your point.
That's my boy. Shout out my boy in the building. Dang, both my niggas in here, Jersey and New York.
Yes,
You know what I'm
been to
saying?
you.
I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm
You don't
trying
like
to.
podcasts?
I know, right? I know,
What's
and I
going
can't just
on?
lie and shit. Forgive me.
What's
Like,
going on, man?
nah, it's like okay. It's one thing explaining your point. It's another thing. Okay, I just haven't
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. On game, Mark.
found myself in it. Like, I think I'm finding places, but I don't think I found myself in it. But at the same time, Loon, because it took me, I just found my place in hip hop in 2019. Like, sometimes it might take me a little more time to figure out how I belong to something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, where do I fit in it? And so it's always that journey. And I think I'm starting to figure it out. Like, slowly I'm starting to understand exactly how I fit in it. But so much of it just, it feels
Is
so
it you don't like the
performative at
nigga-
times.
You don't like the in podcasting, man.
No. It's all good. It ain't really, the people
So
is
what I'm
just,
saying, how you don't like
Facts. Look, they not like, Thought I went to a dime. And that's what we listen. I'm trying to listen, bro. That's on game. When he dropped that hit, it wasn't really like about Canada. It was about, nigga, a lot of these niggas is not like us. They don't understand our ways because they're not like us. Straight up. They didn't have to live like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's hard to imitate or mimic something so authentic. But at the same time, everybody got their own authenticity, cuz everybody, every type of shit, the way they talk, the way they do their thing, cuz sometimes a lot of niggas be more want to be like something else where they got this going on, they can be like that, right? And when they do that, a lot of times when I see certain places do that, right? They be themselves, they don't like that. Y'all niggas want to be like, fuck them niggas. Like, don't have to be that. We all can be in this motherfucker together, fool. You can exist, I can exist. Nigga, my ways can be my ways, your ways can be your ways. You don't have to line like my ways. You don't have to be the coward one to say, hey, I don't like him because the place he came from. Nigga, I didn't choose where my mama pushed me out at. Just like you didn't choose where your mama pushed you out at. Nigga, better watch what you say to me. Because you say, then I say, then you say, then I spray. Watch what you say.
podcaster, brother? He said,
no, I know. I just haven't found my place in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't
right, yeah, and I
found
get
out.
that. I understand that.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. So not so much I don't like it as much as I haven't figured it out
That's
for
better.
me. But Charlemagne is certain that I'm supposed to be doing, and everybody convinces me that I'm, same thing with hip hop. You know what I mean? With rap, it's like I didn't know my place in it at first. I'm like, you meeting people, you like, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? And when you grow up how we grew up, like,
And
don't get me.
that's all it is, bro. That's all it is, nigga. Dead homies. You know what I'm saying? It just one place, the mecca of in this world. I don't care about nothing else. I understand about different places all through East Coast, right? But when you say Mecca, you say something that stands out. You know what I'm saying? And New York stands out completely. I'm talking about there's none. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain. It's good places out there. Miami, all right, cool. All right, cool. On my mama. But it's like this. Crip. Same thing with the West Coast. It's great places out here, bro. But LA like this. And it's two giants right here, bro. And it's like, like, nigga, what? I gotta find out. I gotta find things I don't like. And it's like certain things like New York niggas, they got a lot of time on their hands. Respectfully. A lot of time on their hands. On game. You know what I'm saying? The way LA move, you can't move like that in New York. You'll be, nigga, having 70 years, nigga. 80 years immediately. You can't just walk around and Nigga, everybody nigga dumped, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that motherfucker tucked up. You got police motherfucker parked on the block. That's the station. Niggas down the street from the station. Shit crazy. They could just start walking around this motherfucker. They can walk at the station, nigga, ain't thinking, what? Nigga, this nuts. What type of shit is this? And you understand that, bro. It's like, you can't move the same way. New York niggas can't stash blowers and stash shit and do it the stash way in LA because they gonna get blew down, robbed, some other shit because that is just a different type of environment. Dead homies. It's not the same environment, cuz. You know what I'm saying? It's not on the sad. It's not the same environment, cuz. Dead homies. Don't let the big buildings and all that shit fool you, nigga. It get treacherous. Nigga walk up on you in that substation, nigga bust nigga damn. That shit it get deadly. Down here. Nigga, after niggas don't get you the rats will, west side. Dead homies. And they ain't playing, they ain't scared of no nigga. Neighborhood crib, they gonna run across your feet like nigga dead homies, 5, 6, 7, 8 thick. Dead homies. And wish a nigga say something. Look back at you. FO. Rats disrespectful. Neighborhood crib. They disrespectful in New York, nigga. Dead homies. Them motherfuckers is disrespectful. Nigga told me how many rats ran past. I said, what the fuck? This a thing out here, cuz? It's dumbass rats, cuz. On west side. They don't give a fuck about nothing. Dead homies. New York had to be built on a motherfucking piling of motherfuckers or something, cuz. Straight up. Them motherfuckers is deadly. West side. And they disrespectful. They turn around on you, cuz. No extras. Turn around. Wish a nigga would. I'll bite a hole in your shoe, bitch. But you see how more disrespectful them niggas is? Them bodegas and shit, all that. Them cats in that motherfucker? Yeah, they big dog. Yeah. Stand a motherfucker big fat, laying on their stomach. Wish a motherfucker would run in here, bitch. Tuh. Big Garfields, nigga. Wish a nigga would. I'm eating good in here. Spaghettis and meatballs and all type of shit. You run across this motherfucker, I have rat soup. West side. The chips all good. Sodas ain't fucked with. Cats going crazy. On the dead homies, cuz. Hey, listen, I'm not lying, cuz. This is real facts. Nigga, I had to take my ass to CT, cuz. Live good with the crib. With the crib and the dogs and the wifey and the good living, the good conversation. I had to change up. I was a vegan for like 3 days. Let me stop lying, cuz I ate a lot of vegan shit, but nigga, I was eating meat too. You know what I'm saying? I went in, I was eating meat too, cuz. Doing it up. Dead homies. The cops said that. Only option the rats is real talk. They disrespectful, nigga. Fuck you. They had chew a hole in your dope and all that. Nigga like, damn, cuz the rat got a hole in the sack, fool. I told you to put that motherfucker up top. Like, the rat got the dope. You got the rat smokers. That's the rats chewing the dope, nigga. That's why I knew they had the little, you see the old New York movies, cuz they got the vials and shit. That's why, cuz them rats was eating that dope up in that plastic. Cuz shit was crazy.
You're wrong. There are homies that put on the show. You know what I mean? There's homies that put 10s on 4s, but, you know, it's like you see it at a different pace. So it was all about finding my place in hip-hop. And once I figured it out, you know what I mean, then it was like, okay, cool. And I think that's the journey for me in podcasting and streaming at this point as well. Like, how does it assist this thing that I dedicated my life to? Where is my proper place? What am I really the voice of? Who am I speaking to? Like, what am I doing? Like, I've been going through this thing lately where people trying to compare somebody's voice to mine. You know what I mean? And it's like their voice, it creates a false sense of equality, I guess, Loon. That's the point. Like, it's we not all equal in this space. And it's a lot of people, to me, that's talking that don't have the validity to talk like that. And that's the thing that I'm like, and you see that person kind of holding sway, and you're like, wow, that's who y'all listening to when it comes to this topic?
Right.
Because not it's the thing what niggas don't understand is it's with these guys, it'd be a lot of kids, bro. So with Kai Snot, I Show Speed, Aiden Ross, they had a lot of kids that grew up to adults with them. So this is the people that's watching them. It's not no street people. It's not no, you know what I'm saying? The people that's next to them is slow people as well. Black, brown, white, purple, slow as hell. Let's keep it real. But he be around some niggas we know. They love him to death. But it's like, you know, sometimes Aiden jump out there because he feel like he got niggas around him that's like that. Or that know niggas that's like that. But you run into brick walls, you run into niggas like this. Because fuck you niggas you know that's like that. I'm a nigga that's like that. And I got niggas that know me. They homies. Fuck this, some niggas like me. We talking about niggas like my big bros in them. They line up with this nigga. They line up on this nigga pedestal. They been with cuz. They been with cuz brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's little homies and shit. Nigga in pen and shit. That love this nigga. That love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me, nigga coming up, nigga crib, dead homies. Niggas put nigga up on game. Dead, nigga what? I'm about to go to the slammer. Nigga, I'm about to bust this motherfucker up. Nigga, pull nigga to, look, cuz, I'm in this motherfucker, fool. Ain't shit finna happen to you, cuz. Crib. Nigga, I'm in this motherfucker ready to go to the slammer. It's like 80 Dom moves in here. Nigga, he ain't going nowhere. Nigga, I'm crib. They here to see me, nigga. I'm Malone. Nigga, put to the back. Straight up. Boom. Right here. Look, cuz, you don't have to do all that, cuz. This, now we gonna get you out of here, cuz. Woo, woo. This, that, on hood. I came out there because Malone was performing. Niggas in that motherfucker deep. FO. But I'm ready to slam bam everybody. Malone, stop playing. He had the little shit charge forward. Boo woo. Hey, call Slim out. Little bro, stay on top of your shit. Stay focused. Nigga, you talk that talk, but I see you you go a little too much. Dead homies. Put nigga to the side. Nigga, every time we see a nigga, come here. Snatch your coattail real fast. I'm watching you. Niggas respect cuz. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Cuz a good nigga, like, his heart good, nigga. Pure. You know what I'm saying? Now he jumping into space and he's seeing shit like the Dolce shit and all that. So all right, cool. He's seeing it a certain way because it's like this. But at the same time, it's like content gonna content, cuz, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we don't want to put cuz in a twist. But he know I can say something and something can happen. And that's Deli. But at the same time, he got that brain, cuz. He a good nigga. He got that brain. So I stand with bro. I'm not saying I'm gonna knock Aiden Ross down, none of that nigga snap, boom, or slap Aiden Ross on see you, bro. I'm just gonna stand with bro. He one of the homies I'ma stand with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this going on, bro. I'm a nigga, this how I feel about it, nigga, this and that, woo, woo, woo. All right, fool. Type, that's my homie, type shit. They said, oh, I live in Philly. They not real Black Panthers. Oh, yeah. Type shit. Not for real. Real shit, you know what I'm saying? It's really bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like, the same bro. Like, he ain't never do some extra out shit. He just made sure he guided a nigga every time he had a chance. He guided nigga after he seen nigga that day ready to crash out. He guided niggas. He a real nigga. Malone a real nigga. Like, cuz, nigga, with the dime moves. That's why nigga 100 dime moves in the building. He nigga, what? Oh, this nigga cool. Cuz we ain't doing that. Not on my timing. Not on my timing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. We ain't doing that on my timing. We ain't, nigga, y'all niggas ain't finna pack on no crip, nigga, my timing. He finna go to jail for the, that's not on my time, bro. Not on my nigga show, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. Straight up. Game with him, doing it up. You know what I'm saying? Game, nigga. Game was cool too. Dead homies. Game could have been a bitch. My game, like, don't trip. I'm in the back. I'm chilling. They took me, got me out of there to the hood. I hopped out. Did it up.
Yeah, nah, I came in with that energy. That's why a lot of these guys don't like me right now. But I've learned to turn it down some because I understand it's easy for them to paint us a certain way. We got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? We got to be extremely careful, especially when we escape. I'm escaping a burning building. I always looked at the streets like that. You understand? So for me, escaping that burning building and I'm over here in this space, I can't let them play me against me. If anything, they got to beat me with what they got.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? They got to beat me with what they got. But yeah, let's talk about that too, because over the last couple of weeks, and again, we can get into whatever, man. But over the last couple of weeks, you and Aiden Ross has had a back and forth online. What can you tell us about that? Is there any update on that? I know it was over because he was being disrespectful to Doshi. Ain't that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Right, and he was being disrespectful to her and saying some disparaging, things to the young lady.
Dochi, I'm gonna go about Dochi tomorrow, but I ain't gonna let that dumb fat sorry, she's not fat. That dumb that botted dude, that stupid smelly she dropped from
Stop talking about the black
I
queen.
don't give a fuck about none of that. I hope everyone. Oh, Dochi rant. Oh, dude, don't get me started on that bitch. Hey, don't get me started on that bitch. Don't get me started on that industry plant. Don't get me started. You guys can say shit whatever you want about me, but one thing about me is I'm not an industry plant. I've been streaming for like a long time now. Fuck Dochi. The umbrella clip pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro. She deserves, bro. I'm not joking, bro. Stop listening to her music. Cardi and Abel, why would you give her a feature on a remix? You shouldn't have cleared it. She's just the worst. She's a piece of shit. She stole someone that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. Jake Future, what's up, my dog? So fuck Dochi. Fuck Dochi. Fuck Dochi. Okay? She has zero talent.
You kind of put that on your shoulders and said, all right, enough is enough. What made you do that?
I ain't really saw a white man call a black lady 100 in front of me or whore or sluts or say to a black man, I don't care about none of that black shit or sucking. I never saw that. And I'm starting to understand as I'm being informed to who he is and who his audience is, right, that this is how they talk. And it's like, yeah, but now you in the big leagues. Like, not money don't mean the big leagues. When you start actually, when you reach the space of accountability, you know what I mean? Now you in the big leagues. And it's like now you got to deal with people that matter to. This is not the same little audience of little kids playing the games and stuff where y'all could call the monkeys and hard ERs and all that, and that's player. Cause that's you now you in the now you in the show where people can see you. And it's like none of the relationships matter because, even to me his take about, disrespecting her like that. I never saw that, Loon. I ain't never in my life saw that. I don't even see it on the internet. Like, I don't know if it's my algorithm because I'm starting to hear people saying this is happening. And I'm like, well, how do y'all let this happen? Like, how can you see this and some white man kind of verbally lynching some sister is like a standard. Like, I never seen it. So it was natural to me to, how you grew up in the streets. Like, hey, bro, that's like my sister, my mother, my daughter, like anything. Like, stop talking to her like that. Simple as that. And to me, most of the rhetoric coming back has been about.
Hood boy in the building. What's up, my low, cuz? 6'10" in the building. You know what I'm saying? All my 6 niggas always, my 6'7" niggas always fucking with me. Y'all niggas be fucking around too much, though, too, cuz I gotta stay away from niggas. Especially hood boy. And that nigga Flint. Nigga Tiny Flint is a motherfucking dumbass.
Police is or money, and it's like, oh, you don't know that don't matter at this level. You know what I mean? That don't matter. Like, it's people willing to die and go to prison over what they believe in. And you could tell it's a new experience for them and their audience. You know what I mean? They never felt this type of energy. And it's like, that's where we at with it, where it's like.
And but too though, man, when I look at it, I'm saying to myself, yes, it's a weird space. This entire space gets weird at times. You know what I'm saying? But when I still don't think I don't think nobody is gonna harm the little dude. You know what I'm saying? Because what I don't see it being worth is the ramifications that come behind it. And trust me, I know. Trust me, I know, right? But when you came out and said it, I'm like, man, are we really gonna do that?
Oh, it's
like you really standing on that. Police involved in everything.
Yeah, First off, you can't hire the police. It don't work that way. Like, stop. A lot of that stuff is just cap. Like, that will work on the last. Come on, bro. Like, I've been
You
at
can't
this
hire.
level
You
of
can hire
bullshit.
off-duty cops, but you can't hire the cops rolling around with you, right?
Yeah, and even all that massage, like, that's cute. That's cap. Like, stop playing. Like, that just ain't the program. You won't got it like that. Like, I've been around the hottest in the world, and it just ain't like that. And you ain't no different when all you could do is just apologize. But Loon,
Yeah.
this is worth it. This is worth it right here. If nothing else in hip hop has ever been worth it, this is one of those things that's worth it as well. This is a big thing. This is a problem.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You already know. This is how we go. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. We connected. You know what I'm saying? Connected at the bottom like the letter V. What them say? We connected at the bottom like the letter V, nigga. Connected at the bottom like the letter V, nigga. Fuck nigga talk about, nigga.
Where they're trying to convince us that it's okay for them to disrespect black people in this overtone that we know, that we familiar with historically, and they want to weaponize it and use it as part of their marketing campaign to show that they're fearless to their audience. Like, I'll talk to these the way I want to, and it's like,
You know that's what I'm gonna keep coming, bro, on everything.
like, no, you won't. And here is the barrier right here, and yeah, all the way. Feel me? It's worth it all the way. Like, if nothing else, this is worth it all the way. Like, we would throw away our life for less.
Yeah, but I think, you know what I'm saying, for me, I think because now even when you, because I think on the West Coast, y'all look at the Crip thing, it's respected for sure, but I'm saying I think the FBI can get involved with it, right? It's like now a streamer end up getting shotted up through here. We got this dude. It can just be tedious situation you can place yourself in by going public and saying things of that nature is what I'm saying. And coming from where we come from, I know you have an understanding of how they can connect certain dots, even when you have not been responsible or involved at all. And I think it'll just be a tedious situation you will put yourself in. So
yeah, I totally understand that, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, if it'll show the next generation of that follow him that you can't talk to black people this way and it's not a free pass, going to prison to be worth it, dying to be worth it. Like,
yeah, but I think we're saying two different things. I ain't speaking about the action, right? I'm with you on the action. Once you made your decision on what the action should be, I'm saying that when you when you have come to the public and say it, those things can cost. It can cost too much. You see what I'm saying?
But it wasn't even the initial onslaught, and I think that's the confusion. It wasn't like I was making content, even though that's what I was working on. I was doing the stream. Like, it wasn't a topic. It wasn't like that. It was, so I'm doing my stream, right? The lunch hour, no ceilings lunch hour stream, right? I'm doing the stream, and a super chat came in right after I finished talking about my mom dying in prison, right? So I'm in a space to where I'm already like not feeling it, and somebody said it because I saw the video and I made up in my mind that when I seen him I probably was gonna make it a problem for him, you know what I'm saying? Like, right then and there, it wasn't gonna be no cool, I don't want to be cool with you. It was based off of the only few things that I knew. Like, I don't know him, I don't know his history, I don't know who his following is, and it really didn't matter to me. It was just like I saw this white man making all these disparaging remarks about this black woman, and that shit pissed me off. So when
couple of different cloth was hiding,
somebody in my super chat asked me, did I see it? I responded. I said, oh, nah, yeah, I saw that. I'm glad you brought that up. I wasn't even going to talk about it. But stop talking to that black lady that way. Adrian, I'm glad you brought that up. I saw that Aiden talking shit about Doechii. There's no way you going to think this cool. There's no way you think this going to be cool.
You can't do that.
You thinking you popping and talking shit about that sister? I'm gonna what she said to that art. You keep calling her names, bro. I swear to God on Olivia, bro. It's going to come to a place where that's like, it's permanent. You can't take that off. AD let you get away with it the first time. He should have fucked you around and he didn't. Keep letting you get it off because they want to be cool with you. It's one thing to say, hey man, you know what? That lady ain't said your name, so you assuming it. You finna start calling her out her name. I'm telling you right now, 7th Street Crit, not going for that. It ain't even got nothing to do with TDE. It don't got. It's, eventually, you just a white
7th Street Crip. You already said 7th Street Watts. Nigga, 7th Street
man
Crip.
talking shit about this sister.
Yeah.
That's what it's coming down to. And I'm just keeping it a bean with you, bro. I know you with Act. I know you with Flock and a couple. You cannot be no white man talking that much shit about that black woman. That just not gonna fly, homie. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. I don't give a fuck about what you think is happening. I don't give a fuck if you think that shit dissing you. You're not finna be sitting up there just talking shit about that black woman. On God, bro. And if you keep doing it,
I missed this one.
I'm gonna start pressing all the niggas around you. I'm not gonna press you because I don't know where you at and I don't know how to get to you. But all the niggas around you, they don't got your money. They don't got none of that shit. Niggas gonna start pressing all the, and I'm gonna make it my business to make Crips start pressing all the niggas around. All the niggas that's black around you. Everything that lets you get that off. You're not finna sit there and just be talking about that black lady, bro. That's just not gonna fly like that. It's not gonna fly like that. It's one thing, I get what you're saying, but nah, homie. Like I saw you doing that other thing where you telling not to apologize for using the N-word offending black people. Crip gang, like I'm gonna what nobody say, not Chuck, not nobody. They gonna all have to get down with what I'm saying with every last one of them. Because I'm gonna make it real hard for everybody because we not no suckers and we not no sellouts. So you keep doing all of that shit, that's gonna be a problem. Stop playing with that lady name. Don't call her out her name. Don't be doing all that shit because you're gonna fuck around and you finna say the wrong thing and it's gonna be a problem. And everybody who cool with you, I swear to God, on 7th Street Crip, if you see this and you cool with Cuz and you see him doing that, just know we gonna have a problem. I'm gonna fuck if you one of the homies or not, it's gonna be a problem with me and you. And I mean a physical problem. No other way around it. No other way around it. I'm cool with you writing a diss record. That's cool. Diss her. Don't get on that thing and think we supposed to let you just keep talking shit about this black lady. No chance. So it wasn't about, you know, this kind of grand idea of let me put this message out. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell everybody what I want to do more than just another part of the stream. That's the very end of it that somehow people got their hands on and then it became a big deal. Again, I didn't even know he was a big deal enough. Like, think about it. I would have, if that was the case, I would have made it a topic. You know what I mean? I'm not even thinking about it like that. I'm not even, you know, that's not a part of my thought process when it came to it. So it went viral. And then it became, okay, I'm going to, you know, their position, and it's like they're going to insult me, and they're going to tell me who that they are connected to. If the Federal Bureau, the president, the police. I don't get, and so then that's when it started being like, okay, maybe you don't understand this. I don't give a about none of that. I don't believe you, and you're going to have to show me.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, but we agree there, man. For me, I'm saying that it's cost too much to be in public at your status, especially on the West Coast with your situation out there, for you to be saying and having some.
So who will lose supporters? Who will lose? That nigga Sherm be just saying shit, cuz. Sherm, don't be at work just typing, fool. Try to keep me in this motherfucker longer. I see what you trying to do. Who be just saying shit? Who lose supporters, Sherm? Who lose supporters? Them niggas lose supporters over this shit? Oh, sponsors. Oh, okay. So, you talking about Aiden Ross. Oh, my bad. I seen that wrong. My bad. I'm high as hell, cuz. Oh, you lost sponsor for that shit, Aiden Ross. Oh, all right, makes sense. I'll be just talking shit. Like, my bad, nigga. He like, this nigga just talking shit. See, I gotta get my other screen, cuz this motherfucker little. I can't really be seeing what the fuck going on. Some people don't give a shit about dollars, but Prince, not for sure. That's a fact. I gotta get this together, cuz. My bad, cuz.
Sort of call to action like that, doubling down.
What's the
if you
deal,
asking
Lil Mama?
me,
Lil Mama in the building, bro. She just motherfucking shaking cheeks. She walking the motherfucker. Lil Mama, tell me what you're moving. Yeah, get your back into it. Shake that ass, girl. That's fine. Everybody stand up. Everybody get your hands up. Everybody bounce with me.
coming from where we come from, like,
Sure.
I just feel as though
Let's
that
go,
that's
Inferno.
expensive.
Let's go.
I ain't saying that whatever action you feel
it do,
should
Matt?
be took should be taken.
What's
I'm
the
saying
deal?
I feel as though coming out in public with it, that's just expensive for a man of your magnitude.
No, I
And I'm
get I
just
get it. Yeah, it was the moment, and it was a level of it. But it was I can't even say that because it starts off. I'm not knowing that this is. It's not something I put on my Instagram as a.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Come from them tribes. Just like that. And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? That's like a nigga, the leader of the tribe, like, hey, listen, bro, fuck this nigga. Give a fuck if you watch this stream or not. And I'm like, what? Fuck, cuz. Nigga. We the ones. Nigga. Fuck a nigga talking about. And we ain't all you niggas. And just because some of you niggas look like us, doesn't mean you ain't all us either, nigga. We the ones, nigga. It comes in our voice, the way we talk, the way we walk. You know what I'm saying? The way we stand up strong, nigga. Nigga. We the ones, nigga. Dead homies. Fuck a nigga talking about. Straight up, nigga. That glow, nigga. God's child. Fuck you talking about. From the covenant, nigga. Fuck a nigga mean, nigga. From that covenant, nigga.
Call to action, more or less a part of a conversation
Straight up.
that got clipped and came
sometimes your
across as a
status
call
is
to
a
action.
call to action. Sometimes just you being who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You can
Yeah.
create an environment.
Hey, go watch the movie yourself. Dead homies. Welcome to Odium Slim Show. Where I do what the fuck I want to do in this bitch. Straight up. Salute to you, though. I see you out there typing. But I do what the fuck I want to. Stop this bitch. Run this motherfucker. Nigga, pause this bitch. And walk out this motherfucker right now if I want to. Thank you.
I mean, just by who you are, right?
But-
and you
and
can be
then-
held responsible for certain
facts.
things.
No, yeah, you're right. And so what the final thing became, this is worth sacrificing over.
Right. And I
and
can't
that's
argue.
where and when I made the choice, right? Because the initial idea is, it wasn't on purpose. The double down and triple down after the respect, it goes into another level of overtone of like, oh, I'm gonna show these I could talk to them a certain way. You got kids, you don't take care of your baby moms.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it went from this one
Yup. Thank you. You too as well. Enjoy your way. Enjoy your sleep.
thing the week
Enjoy the rest of
before
your night.
where he's telling another white man, hey, you could use the N-word, don't apologize to them.
And I'm retarded.
No, dude, don't apologize. Ricky, you're going backwards. Dude, there's nothing wrong with saying that. If you're saying it in a non-racist way with your friends and you're not doing it on stream and they're okay with you doing that, no, it's not about shut up, Aiden. I don't care, bro. I'm being real with you guys. Like, stop acting like streamers are perfect and people on the internet are perfect. No, that's not the case. And it's not about race. It's not. It's the same way my friends will call me a kike, or I'll call my Mexican friend this. It's the same shit. But he's not calling it to him in a racist way. It's not.
Long as you using it, blah, blah. So that's how I got introduced to his content. His name I got introduced based around him getting into it with my one of my young homeboys, one of my young dudes from around the way, AD. And that's the first time I heard his name. And then here's this thing, right, where he's talking about telling another white man he shouldn't apologize to black people for using the N-word. So that's
Right.
strike one. Strike two is not you judging this lady's ability, talent, or talking about how she got herself into the business, but sheerly just verbally lynching her, like in front of everybody, right? And thinking it's cute. And then degrading black people at the same time by saying you don't care about black queens or people protecting black women or that being a thing. Like, so that's strike two. And so even emotionally when it first happened after,
Who you talking to? Bro, listen. I don't know who you think you talking to. But you know what? The devil's in the building tonight, y'all. I can see that. I can see it in your eyes, you're angry. Regret got shit on what you feeling now. Mad cause you ain't like me. All the care I done take, all the love that we made. I'm trying to find when I gave to you. And it's saying you didn't keep it.
You know, what would be the second strike where you saying that and I respond on as part of a string. Strike 3 is how you came back. Strike 3 is when you say, oh, you know, y'all should be taking care of y'all kids. Don't y'all got baby moms?
Right.
So you playing for your audience. So I got you. Let me tell your audience something. And now this is where we at, right? It becomes like, am I willing to pay the consequence? Am I willing to pay the toll? I was willing to pay the toll for a lot less. I was willing to pay the toll for just my friends that I grew up with that we call a gang. I was willing to pay the toll for a lot less just for the ability to earn. If I can't pay the toll for this sister, you feel me? And to make sure that these people know that we not going to accept them talking about black women publicly that way, and then they have a safe space of passage in this. This is worth going to prison for the rest of my life. This is worth dying over. And I made that choice based.
The devil is not welcome here. Who is it? The devil. The devil is not welcome here. We rebuke you. Yahshua. Yahweh.
Off of that third strike when he responded, because easily it could have just been like, nah, that was an emotional moment. I'm talking about my mom's, feel me? And then they caught that, and I caught that even though there was a real plan of action in my mind. But the double down on the overtone, not the disrespect, but the overtone of like, I get your jig. Like I'm seeing 3 or 4 different things, and I can size up what you're doing. You showing the rest of these people, right, that you can be racist to us. You could kind of use these terms and ideas and then talk them out of it by saying, you know, oh, it's an All Lives Matter program. And it's like, yeah, I see what you're doing. And this is worth paying the ultimate consequence to make sure you know at all costs, this is not going to go about free of charge. This is going to cost, it's either going to cost you something. It's going to cost us all something. And me and you know that coming from where we come from. We know once we get into these situations, it's going to all cost us something. Even him saying having your security, you feel me, being ready to do something. Well, it could cost your security life, or they could take a life. It could be a lot of things you're going to have to be accountable for, but it's going to cost you something. You're going to earn this ability to disrespect us in public.
It's going to be expensive for you. And also, I also don't appreciate how people are trying to position some of these streamers. And let me say this too, my children watch Aiden Ross, right? And so I'm kind of familiar with who he is. He's a famous guy. I've been to one of his events and things of that nature with Charleston White fought. I went up there and seen what they was doing, and he's someone my children love. But at the end of the day, I don't understand why people are positioning it like he can't be touched because of the security and the police.
Yeah, that shit funny.
Because what happens is, right, his ability to hide is going to be compromised. He's a streamer. He's competing with Speed and Casanet. He cannot just sit in that warehouse. He has to be at this mall and at this. He's going to have to move at points. And so I don't think it's wise to even put him in a scenario to be like, oh, he's moving this way. He can't be.
It's not
Let's
true.
not do that. Yeah. Right.
So,
and
all I asked was just, first off, it was simple. Just stop talking about her like that. Like, you know, bro, do your thing. Like, I don't know you, bro. Like, you know, I don't know who you, like, I'm not aware of you. Do your thing. Just don't do that thing that you keep doing. And then it went into the triple down and the quadruple down. Like, and don't get me wrong, he has been reeling it back, but it's like, it's a level of, I still don't feel the accountability needed to make me believe that you gonna stop doing what you're doing. Like, I feel like we're a moment of the way. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is what it's worth. And is it worth paying the ultimate? Is it worth the ultimate sacrifice? Is it worth going to prison for 30 years? Is it worth dying over? Easy. You know what I mean? Like, easy. Like,
is it worth explaining to him though? It's worth doing all. Is it worth? Because I look at him like this here too, right? Because I'm learning as I get older to try to lend people somewhat of some understanding, not when it comes to disrespect, because, you know, again, there's a zero tolerance policy. But at the end of the day, I look at this young dude here and say, he a rich little Jew boy. None of these people gonna try to explain to him the relationship that he should respect between whites and blacks to make it where that word should be prohibited. You understand? Even some of the black dudes that's in those videos with him, like what's his name? I don't know his name. Shout out to him, Motion Man, whatever the dude name is. But he'll sit there and he's trying to pity pat with him.
18. Well, listen, I'm doubling down, bro. Dochi, you're a horrible musician. You suck at music. That's why you fell off and you're coming at me, a streamer.
Dochi, he's hating. You won Grammys for a reason.
Man, it was a rigged ass Grammy. What the You can't name me 3 Dochi songs right now. Besides the one she sampled. 3.
Anxiety.
That's the one she sampled.
Yeah,
so name 3.
It wasn't towards that white boy.
Can you please stop talking about Dochi while I'm in the camera? They're calling me a coon. They think everything's about race, my like, holy shit.
Yeah, literally. I don't just come at black women. I come at Mexican women, I call white women.
Like this, my
I call all women, I come at all dudes. Like, Joe Budden too, like, same way Dochi. Come on, bro. Like, what, bro?
40-year-old nigga, I was like, hey, what brought Addy is in the video next to him? The f*** you on my afro, nigga? I respect women, you know, I love all my black queens. Yeah. There's a lot of people on Twitter trying to call me a coon.
For what?
Because Aiden beefing with Dochi, and they're just like, you supposed to slap him, gang. It's a two-way street, bro.
Yeah,
just because she's a girl don't mean shit.
Yeah,
she just happens to be black, literally.
Damn,
like when
bro.
he got beef with Hassan, nobody be saying that. All right, yeah.
I got beef with Hassan, or you do?
No.
He'll sit there and he's trying to pity pat with him. You understand? On some man, come on, man, stop saying that. And so what I'm saying is, if I'm him and I know I'm the most powerful person in my position, in my crew, out of respect for the church, you take your hat off.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the flag, you put your hand over, you stand and put your hand over for the national anthem, right? Yeah. Out of respect for the people that guard your life and some of your friends, understand the relationship between whites and blacks that makes that undertone irresponsible. Exactly. And I think that conversation can be had, and I think he just don't have, like, look at the situation he put his security in. His black homeboys, they got to go back to their mothers and aunties and grandmothers and say, y'all know Aiden ain't like that. He just they got to constantly deal with that.
Yeah,
right.
So,
yeah, I think out of respect for that.
It's hella irresponsible on his behalf, especially as somebody that obviously I'm learning is as successful as he is. Right. But again, like in this particular situation, in my belief, we got one task. Now, if whoever else that really affiliate with him, you know, because I don't know, like I'm starting to realize, like I just realized Drake, you know, different people affiliate that are black people.
You had to have seen Drake and Aiden before.
Never.
That shit, never?
Nah, dog. Not like that, bro. It's like I just seen them together in a lawsuit. But I saw Ack and I saw somebody else in the same lawsuit. So I'm not, you know, again, like even when I talk about it, I don't know the depth of any of these relationships. I can only talk about the legal ramifications or the civil idea, not the depth of relationships. So I'm starting to realize their relationship is deeper, or it's not just this, hey, they just happen to be in the entertainment business. Because that's kind of how it was. Now I'm seeing this more. But to anybody that's black around him, that's not saying, hey, here's the overtone. And maybe Loon is not an intelligent around him to explain this. Is because, like, even how you articulate it, that's the problem. I agree. He's not getting that. Or he knows, and he just like, F it, and this is his brand of entertainment. Because I genuinely think he's not. I can listen to him talk. I can tell he's a really smart dude, right?
Yeah,
he's very witty. Yeah, he's really witty.
Yeah.
He's smart. But the ability to listen is what makes you intelligent. And I don't think he's listening. Like, I know people keep telling him, but I don't think he's listening. I think it's like an arrogance about success. It's an arrogance about accomplishments that really don't make you understand when you come into this realm, right? You move from this realm into this realm. And this realm has a different thing happening. You in our world, Loon. This is our world.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
And it's expensive over here. The words mean things, and there's consequence. It's expensive over here. You've now entered the luxury side of the business.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Things are expensive. A t-shirt ain't just $10 over here. It costs a little more to be able to wear certain things on your chest and things of that nature. So
exactly. And so,
but
that's my belief. So I do think that it's task on the black people around him, if they don't want to check him, is to explain to him, here's what's wrong. But I don't think, I could be wrong, but he doesn't give me vibes of I don't know what's wrong as much as I don't care about that. I don't have to exist in that space. I don't have to respect that. So I'm going to call this lady, blah, 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 even though he said I'm not going to talk about her no more, which is a good start. But it also needs to be some understanding on why you shouldn't do that thing specifically. I don't care who else you do it to.
Yeah, and I think the climate of America has changed too, where it's like, if you're a young, powerful Jew, and Trump is the president, you've sat next to Trump at some point, right? You're in a scenario where they've tied speech to freedom, so you don't, the shit gets, it's muddy out there these days, right? But again, it's irresponsible to ignore the relationship between blacks and whites that carries that undertone, right? And it carries a stench that
shouldn't be ignored.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Especially in his position, as people are informing me of this mass following. You got to be a little bit more responsible than that.
Yeah. But see, I think what made me is just like the only reason because we just flushing out ideas and seeing this, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just I want to see both sides of it and I'm trying to see who around him could tell him. Could his security pull him to the side when his paycheck depends on him believing that against all odds? You understand? I'm with you against all odds. My paycheck depends on that. Is it worth us even going there when I love this little dude and he paying the bills? Can some of these young dudes around him articulate it? I'm just not sure. I don't think they understand the relationship and what's taking place, man. I just, my children don't understand, and they're part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Remember they grew up with Barack as the president. So they see a different level of America than we do, but that don't change for him. Like I have a lot of patience for black folks. I don't give which one of us it is. Like I just believe in that. Even as a gang member, I feel like gang members don't get enough credit for having enough patience for black folks, because we really do. But for that shit, once you get the 3 strikes, you can't convince me it's not purposed at that way. Like, it's purposed at that point. It's like you're doing this on purpose. So it's like, I hear you. I got the message, so we'll see, I guess.
When he called whack, did you feel like he was trying to step on? Like, how did you feel when the whack reference was mentioned?
I didn't even see it, dog, to be honest. Like, whack, the only way I knew he called whack is when whack called me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I told whack, and I said whack, I say, that's out of line. He said, you right.
Yeah.
It was simple as that. You know what I mean?
And he called him, whack called him at some point, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I think I didn't like how it felt when I just didn't like how that felt. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
How both of y'all were kind of in that and what caused it and things. It just felt irresponsible to handle this in public, especially if we having real call to actions, expensive call to actions. Mm-hmm. Not because we directly are saying things that, but it's like who you are, your position, you dig? And it's just like, I just think it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't appreciate that. What do you say to people who say Adam 22 and no jumper hold a spot that you should be critical of if you're going to hold that stance?
Since the fat immunity girls mentioned me, right? If you go back in time, you'll remember that I kind of held my tongue because a lot of information was coming to the surface about the fact that little baby T-Rail is in debt. Some stuff was coming to the surface for the first time, like the fact that, his baby mother, fiance,
share this room, guys,
used to be selling her. That's it's not really up for debate. The bankruptcy, the attempted bankruptcy, he actually tried to file bankruptcy and they wouldn't let him. the thing not up for debate. This is real shit.
I mean, if Adam 22 is doing that in front of me, or if I ever seen Adam 22 calling that, doing any of that, we gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? We gonna have a big problem. And Adam knows that. Like, he not, you know what I mean? Like, Adam knows who I am. He know what I'm about. Like, it's not no question. You know what I mean? I'm grateful to Adam because he put two of my homeboys on. You know what I mean? But if he calling some black woman, if he verbally lynching some sister, you feel me? And I feel that overtone.
The guys, the content. They saying this is content. They making content.
I don't give a f about none of that. Like, not no content, none of that. Like, not that way. Not publicly. I mean, not you can't verbally lynch a sister publicly in front of me. And I don't care, Adam, Vlad, none of them. I'm not riding. You feel me? And they shouldn't ride. If they really down with the culture like they say, they shouldn't ride. They should be like, hey, that's wrong. You did go a little too far.
But academics is in the clip.
So academics is somebody that, to me, we should deal with personally. I feel like everybody that he been saying shit about should have already gotten his ass and had a conversation with him. The fact that Meek ain't had that conversation with him or put, or made it a thing to show him that here's the consequence for talking about me is the problem.
I'm still gonna be that. Your career ain't coming back. I killed it. Drake killed it. The Game killed it. Rick Ross killed it. Even though you cool with him now, they all killed it. But I issued the last and final blow. You could tweet about me all you want to tweet, but trust me, your counterparts call me every day and said, Ack, you a bad motherfucker. You killed that career. I did it because you disrespected me. The next time you see somebody you call a nerd, the next time you see somebody who you feel is lesser than you, all that street shit don't matter. Boy, all that shooting and all that dumb shit you did, boy, you ain't talking about any car you get, I could get. Any house you got, I could get. I got the same money. What you talking about? I just did this to show a nigga like you should have respect. The reason why your career is at where it's at, I'm going to keep laughing at it. I don't care what you tweet out for the rest of your life. Remember, you said you had that had more followers than me. And I'm sitting here laughing at your demise. I took $1 million out of your label's budget. You not talking about shit. You ain't never take $1 million out of my pocket. Let's do the math. I f***ed the whole career up when, don't blame it on nobody. You disrespected me, you weird ass, and I made sure your career died where I saw it at. It died right there. And I piss on it every day. 21 Savage couldn't save you. When 21 put me on the phone with you, you was a broken, ass, washed up rapper who needed me more than I needed you. I never needed you. When he put me on the phone with you, that was after Clubhouse. You should have said, maybe Ack is somebody I got to deal with. You never had that respect. Boy, you're going to be on Twitter for the rest of your life. Say goodbye to the charts. Bye-bye. It'll never be in your favor again. That's because of your disrespect. I don't care what X amount you follow. I don't care how much you stalk me. You block me and follow my exes. You're a weirdo. I could follow your baby moms and your kids. I don't need to play like that. I killed your career. That's all I needed to do. Bye-bye, Meek Mill. Bye-bye. Get out of the storyline. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I got my win off of you already. Bye-bye. 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 If you got a problem with it, you know exactly.
DCK.
Yeah, and I know I've talked to Meek. He's had conversations with him, but you're correct. This should be much more expensive. It should be much more expensive to have done and said some of those certain things. But hey, they letting it ride. I came in the game a certain way and they didn't understand it. And to this day, they feel as though I hate that dude. But I look at that dude like irresponsible on a lot of levels. When I came in the game on the heels of him reporting on takeoff murder and putting the murder on the wrong person. Mm-hmm. That come from a tree of people that helped me get in the game. And I felt that personally to say, yo, that's the wrong. This dude got family. Mm-hmm. This dude got people that care about him. And I know his content and his rolling and everybody interested because he's a high profile guy. And again, coming off the streets, you don't have the same filter that the business requires you to operate with. Mm-hmm. To get certain checks and certain, avenues unlocked for you. And so I was so raw that people felt like, man, he really don't like that dude. That dude ain't. it ain't that I don't like him. It's just that I'm weighing in on the content like everyone else.
You
know?
looking at him being irresponsible, but my belief is Meek should have actually been. They should have been fought already. You got to pay. I like how you use that. It's expensive over here.
Yeah.
Opinions are expensive, especially commenting on the business of this culture and this life. And because he hasn't had to pay anything, you know, he's not quite aware. But, I mean, something about it says if Meek told him that they could fight, I don't think he would say no. So
you think Act could take the fade?
I believe it. You know what I mean? I believe you're going to have to show me different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that ain't none of them dudes told him that after all the shit he keeps saying about him, and they ain't said, hey, we need to fight, because that should be the next thing. The shit he's saying about some of them people, we need to fight. And he need to earn some of these opinions when it comes to, especially as it's not about music. Like I think that's what's being conflated. If it was just about music and they was talking about, hey, I don't like your album, your songs is whack and any of this stuff. But I think dealing with a white man, even dealing with Act being a Jamaican man, is still different. You know what I mean? That's our private business to handle. I shouldn't even know that Meek and Act already had they fight. I should hear it in the way Act talk. You know what I mean? Yeah. I should hear it in the way he talk. I shouldn't even know.
He paid something for it. The
Whether
same
he
way
won or lose.
Paid for. Yeah.
His nut supposed to be 10 times bigger, or his nut supposed to be 10 times smaller after that conversation. Feel me? So at that point, it's like the shit he's saying about certain people, you know, even some of the homies from Atlanta, is like that shit should come with a fight. Like we supposed to be fighting over this shit. That what's up? Like how we need to get down if this is what you think of me. Feel me?
I wouldn't say you beat these the dudes like academics with a fight though.
For some reason, the way he talk about some of these, I don't think he's scared of some of these. And that's kind of where the energy come from. Like, I think it's like, in his mind, he like, I think I could take some of these. And I'm like, how y'all ain't showed this man yet that y'all come from these environments and y'all willing to stand up for yourself?
You can't hit what you can't see. But also, I think you can talk like that from a safe space. And I'm not saying he won't fight. Maybe he'll fight them all. I'm not calling that into question. But I'm just stating the obvious, right? From a safe space, it's just, you know what I'm saying? You got a little liquor in you, you get going. You do this enough times, this becomes a second nature. And here we are. You know,
I just need to see it first. I need to hear, hey, I'm actively calling you out for a fight. At least, and it's not my, look, they don't got to appease me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, here is how you handle it. To me, with a man that's a Jamaican man versus a white man, right? Here's this Jamaican man that's in the culture, that's a black man, right? And it's like, hey, I don't like the shit you saying about me. This is not about music. If somebody wanted to fight him over him critiquing their album or critiquing their song or blah, 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 that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all them bitch-ass niggas and punk-ass niggas and nigga use a bitch, and that should come with a damn fight. You know what I mean? That, at least public, you be like, hey, we need to get down. Whoever need to tell him we need to get down. So now, if Meek say, hey, G, I did try to fight this motherfucker, then it's different. But I just don't get that Act is this person, the way he's talking and carrying on about some of these people, that it's a thing that he's not willing to give them they fade. Yeah. And I think Hands is just missing in all this. I think the Hands is missing in all this. And don't get me wrong, I don't think every last person that Act says or has critique over, he's willing to fight. But also, I don't think, you know, even all of streamers or any streamers, whether they white or black, deserve Hands for critique. But when it starts getting past critique, Loon, cousin, it start getting the bitch-ass niggas and punk-ass niggas and nigga use a whole...
He done crashed their business. He done fucked niggas' business up and started a narrative that led to certain business being affected. that shit to me is like, that's what I'm saying. I came in with no understanding about that.
Oh no. But I'm saying if he holds enough, okay, we are the culture, Loon, right? We come from this street urban culture thing we call hip hop. Our lingo, the way we pop it, that's why we fans of whatever Tennessee produces. We fans of what Georgia produces. We control it. We gave life to act. The Chicago street urban scene gave life to act. That's how I discovered his talent. He was able to use their culture to display his talent, right? Cool. But I'm never confused that we give them the ability to be who they are. So it's no way possible act can truly ruin their business if it's rooted in street urban culture. And they also expect.
Hey. On West Side, hey, hood boy. Dead homies. Catch that boy belt to ass. Easy. I could be in a all white tuxedo coming from a wedding. In the middle of the wedding. See academic punch his lights out. All purple kisses.
Especially when it goes past simple ideas of like critiquing what I'm doing into flat out disrespect. You know what I mean? Not like, so I think, again, I'm not totally aware of everything that's happening that he's doing,
Me
but
neither,
I know some of the stuff that I've heard.
How do that? Okay. I'm learning shit as we go.
You know, he should be in a fight. We should have, in my mind, I already should have knew if Ack had hands. I should not even be assuming if he had hands. I should have already saw it if he had hands.
Sure.
I supposed to be like, man, well, you know what? Because if you start punching on shit, Loon, if you start punching on shit, even the way you carry yourself changes because you're not gonna need to talk about it that way.
Yeah.
So I just need to see, because the way he talking about some of these niggas, it should have been a fight. You know what I mean? It should have been a fight. It should have been called out for a fight. It should have been as public as the disrespect was public. Well, you saying that, show me. Where you want to meet up, we can fight.
Yeah.
We can go to a gym. I don't care if you want to make it cool. Go to a gym, put on some gloves.
As soon as they do it, they be like, well, I'm not a street dude. So this is what they try to, I'm not a street guy. I want to put that on the record. I'm a scholar. I'm a nigga. I'm a smart nigga. I come out the trenches with nothing and went and really ran it up with nothing. So, like, miss me with the street shit talk. Most of these, I'm talking, and I ain't talking about us that come from.
No,
I'm saying talking about content guys because they're putting us in a box with that label, and I don't respect the box.
I think that's a coward way out. This is man shit. Even when they use the term street shit, that's the most primitive version of accountability and man shit. I don't let them escape with that. They can't escape that with me because I'm somebody who can articulate what
it's
the energy is.
That's the highest form
all
of
it
man.
is, right there. If you said it about me, Loon, say it to my face.
Exactly. And so but I'm wondering, because I don't feel as though academics puts himself in a position to get into the fights with these guys. I think the content guys will fall back on, I'm not a street guy. I'm not a street guy. I don't know what you get for fighting me. I get to say what I want to say.
I mean, well, listen, at that point, I don't believe anybody he's calling a bitch ass nigga, a punk ass nigga, or a bitch would he say that about. Those two things, for some reason, do not align to me with him. Now, if Glasses said it and he not calling me a bitch ass nigga, then I believe that becomes the energy. Oh man, you know what? I'm not a street guy, Glasses. I'm not disrespecting you. Like, it's one thing I'm critiquing you. If I say, hey, I think you chasing clout, or I don't like this, or I don't like this, or I don't understand this. It's another thing when he flat out assaults other people's manhood and they don't stand up for themselves, feel me, and say, hey.
Coming out online and standing up for yourself.
I mean, if the public disrespect is loud, then the public challenge should be just as loud.
That's a lot of times, especially once I done ran a bag up coming from where I come from, whatever background I got, that a lot of times that's used as a tool to trick me out my spot. Because once I do react and do something, I'm in a bad scenario. We look at Dirk, who reacted in a way where all we come from, allegedly, let's not even talk about that. But certain reactions are called for, and if you move on it, again, they go back to that word expensive. It becomes extremely expensive. And so I'm saying, at what point is it a stupid move for a rap nigga to bite into what academics is saying, knowing he ain't gonna be nowhere but at his house or at his business? He probably gonna have one or two guys with him with guns. We could cause a bang out. Right?
I'm not saying, but I don't want it to be the same thing as this. It's nothing to ask a man to fight him.
True. That's true.
I'm not saying you should go out. I don't want somebody to go out and murder this man. I ain't heard. I don't know. Look, I don't follow enough of what he does to see that he's did something to be murdered. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's nothing wrong with challenging a man if he's disrespecting you to ask him to fight. I'm not saying you gotta.
You're seeing no wrong with that. That's completely 100% fact.
And that's what I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing that when he's publicly insulting other brothers. And it's like, eventually we need to see that, hey, this is, because to me, that's what we're arguing. We're saying, is what he's saying, is he being charged for it?
Yeah.
Like
is he being charged in a way that we're saying Aiden should be charged?
Yeah, that's different.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's completely different. Aiden is a different case than academics, even though they both stream. And then that's to me, because some people feel like it's the same.
What's the difference?
One is a white man, one's a black man.
But black man don't mean nigga. Black man don't mean black culture.
No, I agree.
You
no
understand?
question. Again, I'm not saying somebody's of the culture.
Experience gap. There still can be a gap in experience that he can have, that he don't understand certain things because he just black. And then sometimes that's our biggest fuck up. Yeah. It's because you black, we hand you the past that you of us.
No. But I'm the loudest person saying, I've said openly he's not hip hop. I think he understands his role as far as covering hip hop. But as a fight, as a man, that's standard for men. That's standard for men.
Yeah, but I'm saying the difference between him and Aiden, if both of those guys are not hip hop and both of those guys are handling black women in a certain way, why does Aiden get held in a way that academics doesn't? That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it should be in a different way. I think the people that, okay, so again, if Ak is disrespecting black women in front of you,
not
right?
me.
Not you,
in the same way Aiden does, like
sure.
Young Miami or like some of these SZA, for instance.
Again, I think that's when it's time for people to actually challenge him about his position and the things he's saying. If he's calling my Young Miami a bunch of black bitches and whores and sluts, and I don't care about that black shit, which would be hard. Because again, it's not just as simple with Aiden saying those things as much as the under and overtones of what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's part of where the rage is coming
from. That's the package of it.
Right?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Ak, it would be virtually impossible for Ak to accomplish what Aiden accomplishes, to me, when it comes to black people. Right? He can have a classist attitude, but he couldn't have a
or hateful. They both can be quote unquote hateful.
Sure, but one is attached to something completely different.
Yeah.
And historic.
Which is what I said needs to be respected. Yes. 100%.
But Ak specifically should have already been in 10 fights. And the fact that he hasn't been in one, I'll be honest, it's not because he's in this house.
Let's take a break from the show. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the simplest and most exciting way to win cash while watching sports. Now, a lot of people ask, what is Prize Picks? It's a daily fantasy sports app and it's easy to use. All you got to do is pick more or less on a few player stats, and that's it. You think your quarterback is going over 250?
I'll be honest, it's not because he's in this house.
You don't think so?
No.
You think these dudes don't want to? Man, I don't believe that.
I know it sounds crazy, but I genuinely get listening that it's some people that he think he could take. And the fact that they ain't showed him Even if they let him win the fight and he wins the fight, you would have to earn that opinion. Nobody made him earn his opinion as far as disrespecting or disrespectful, verbiage. You know what I mean? Not albums. We're not talking about cuz fighting niggas over him not liking their music, but bitch ass nigga is a very serious term and should be really escalated to. We need to have a physical conversation. We need to actually exchange ideas so we can see who's a bitch ass. Because that could be true. That could be right. Somebody could be a bitch ass nigga and he done put hands on him. But I guarantee that changes how he sees it. That's the one thing about being a man. Like, we learn to talk based off of consequence, right? That's how we learn how to talk, by which consequence we willing to accept, right? What I'm saying about homeboy, right, is based off the consequence I'm willing to accept. I already made my peace with whatever the consequence is. I think like in that situation, right, it's like if people are talking, if he's saying, hey, this nigga's a bitch ass nigga, and you ain't said, hey, we need to fight. You got to stop calling me. Here's the problem. I'm not saying people should go into his house and blowing the house up.
Pay for what you said. Hey, like bro. A man, stand on what you said.
That's it. Shout out to what's the rapper from Miami? The dude that he like a dude, but he try to be a girl at the same time. He got like he had that song Step.
Look him up on your phone.
Hold on, let me see. What's that fool name? He like a dude, but he wearing makeup and shit. He just look crazy as hell.
What?
You know what I'm
That's
talking about.
crazy.
As soon as I say it, you're going to see just what I'm talking about. Miami. What's his name? Hold on. Let me put gay rapper. No, because he gay.
He gay?
Cuz told you he wanted the squabbling. Saucy Santana.
Saucy Santana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. Yeah.
Cuz was like, let's squabble.
You see what type of nigga we dealing with right now? Pull up to your headquarters. Niggas is in the streets. I want to meet in the road. Yo, headquarters. Nigga, what the fuck is somebody meeting you at your headquarters for? That's the problem. See, I'm starting to think that maybe this is your aesthetic. You do the fake internet shit, and then you sit in a room full of motherfucking cameras and try to make a bitch crash out. You know, that's like, we from the hood. Oh yeah, that's like we tell the bitch, come in my house, cause I can do whatever I want to. You don't have to, me and you can meet, we want to meet you outside. I want to meet you outside. I don't want to pull up to no motherfucking headquarters, bitch.
On the Saucy Santana, cuz. Headquarters. Yo, headquarters. Wowzers.
Corporate ass nigga. I don't want to pull up to the motherfucking headquarters. I want to meet you in the club. I want to meet you in the field. I want to meet you in the streets. I want to see you outside. But we all know your motherfucking headquarters is giving 911. What's your emergency? Bitch, no. We're not doing that. We want to see you out the door, outside in the motherfucking field, bitch. Fuck is you chatting about? Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Body man, bitch ass nigga. Nobody not pulling up to no motherfucking headquarters.
Yeah,
told him I'll beat you. Like, let's squabble.
Yeah, he sure did.
And to me, that should be, bruh, if you gonna call me a bitch ass nigga, a punk ass nigga, any man, that should come with a squabble. So I feel like ACT is a product of black people, you know what I mean? Or ACT is a product of people not holding him accountable for disrespect. So at this point, it's like, if you can say what you want and it's free, and it's not because the belief is he's hiding. It's not like I'm watching people run into him, and why would he not feel like a hero coming out of these situations if he ain't gotten in one fight? If he ain't gotten in one fight, why would he not feel like, if he ran into this person drinking with him and chilling with him and all that, why would he?
Hey, wide glasses, big as hell. That's big glasses.
not think, feel me, like, oh yeah, this shit is all theatrics.
Yeah, that's why they talk like that.
Yeah. So I feel like he's our problem that we created, right, by not saying, here, be accountable for the things you said. Aiden he's the product of, 400 years of fucking oppression. It's different. And he's weaponizing it for his benefit to look fearless in front of his base. At least that's my opinion on it. Act is just a product of one life, however young he is, 34 years of being on the earth, and him not having to punch nobody in the mouth for his opinion or not being punched in the mouth for his opinion when it comes to disrespect. Because again, I don't want to advocate a place where people can't judge art or have high critique for business and we be upset about it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they are so far past that when niggas is calling each other bitch ass niggas, punk ass niggas, fuck you, blah, 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 I do this to you, all what? Like, yeah, you need to show. It's show and prove. Like, third grade, you gotta bring it to school. You gotta bring it to school, cuz.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think about the way Joe Budden handled? Well, before I get to that, what do you think about the way academics handled Aiden Ross and your encounter as it pertains to Dolce?
Again, somebody that's not from this thing right here, he handled it the way I'd expect him to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, culturally, it's a different culture. So the way we feel about how white people talk to black people may be a little different. And honestly, I probably can't say that because in Jamaica, I think they are very aware. But, I mean, I said this and I think it kind of bothered him. And, again, it's not about me trying to insult because it's just saying I don't think a lot of these people see themselves in group identity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think everybody sees themselves in group identity. I think Obama was the president. There's a lot of, like, personal, conquest that's happening, uniqueness in the space versus how, I would imagine me and you grew up where we understood the us idea.
Yeah,
so
community.
He's speaking to him and he's even saying, he got undertone and overtones talking to him in his face and he knows some of this stuff is not true, yet he's still kind of allowing him to say it because he doesn't understand. At that point, that would be his goal to say, hey, you know what? I have to see us in what's happening. And I don't think he does a good job of seeing us in what's happening. I think Act sees Act in what's happening. And I know that offended him before, but again, I'm not trying to insult him. I'm just saying that's why you don't kind of get what happened in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
one of my first conversations was like, yo, man, we talking about academics. One of my first conversations about him was, he don't got no aunties or bro. If I come out on my platform and go off on black women, my mama gonna call me. My aunties and cousins and people gonna call me from my family saying, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, you understand what I'm saying? There's accountability on what I say. So I wondered that about him when I first ran into some of his content. I was like, yo, he talking hard about that girl. Man, if she couldn't be my family, that's the first thing I
swear to God, I swear. So, and to me, that's what I feel like when we deal with black
Glasses, trying to get a handshake.
Black people, right? When we deal with other black people, even black people that are not culturally savvy, right? Because I know when we say black people, we talk about Black America for a standard, but there's a consistent theme throughout all black people in the world that we understand a level of, especially us. Watch what you say to each other, for sure. So I feel like there's a lot of personal things that he hasn't really been exposed to that he should have been exposed to. So I blame it on the game. I blame it on that generation of niggas that allowed him to say what he want to say and not be in one fight. Like, it goes into different people feeling like I can keep talking my way through these things versus literally saying, okay, you got to show me that you deserve the things you say, that you deserve the ability to disrespect me. Show me why you deserve it. And it's very primitive. It's very fundamental, but it's worked historically. You know what I mean? And again, if Act whoops somebody's ass, I don't think we get the same Act back anyway. I think he takes himself differently. I think he takes who he is differently. I think he becomes different. If he get his ass whooped, it makes the public understand that here's a consequence for you disrespecting somebody. So again,
Either
it's
way,
like
something spent for it.
something to change. You know what I mean? Now, if it don't change, then, you know, it is what it is. But historically, that physical conversation has impacted people's life before.
Yeah. But he basically was telling Aiden Ross that, yo, you know, and he was, again,
Trying.
pity-patting. Yeah,
trying.
it's like, you know, you kind of telling him like, yo, no, it's the undertone. Like, you know, that they're viewing it with an undertone. He was trying to tell him. And then they I guess got around to a point where it was like, I talk to everybody like this. They must don't know. This is just how I speak to everybody.
Yeah, that's
And
like, nah, that's not how
that's
you gonna
kind of
speak
where they
to us.
landed at.
Yeah. But again, it
And so how confusing is that? One of the biggest black. So if I'm Aiden Ross,
Nice.
I got 2 black guys that I called who I think, all right, these dudes don't need money from me. Whether I'm being tricked, food, or whatever, they don't need me for nothing. In Aiden Ross' mind, he probably thinks Wack probably don't. I'm gonna call Wack. I'm gonna call Ack. Both of these guys are basically. It gets confusing for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold on. Ack is saying, yeah, you get it, Ack. You know what I'm talking about. So it's like, all right, you want me to listen to this dude that popped up on the internet, or Academics, which is one of the black people who is one of the biggest people in hip hop in his opinion, and a guy that I call my friend. I'm probably gonna listen to when Ack say it ain't a big deal like they trying to make it, man. That shit ain't really a big deal. Like, they're overreacting, bro.
But again, now that determines, like, you know, do you listen to that or do you listen to the streets? It's up to you.
Well, we've already seen him make his decision.
Well,
right?
to me, his
We've
decision is
seen him-
his decision. I'm gonna listen to the streets, right? Because that's why it's like I'm
Right.
not gonna say
That's
nothing
what
else
I'm
about
saying.
it, right? Even
That's
with
what I'm
acting
saying.
there, he was mindful, but I think it kind of cast a even more horrible light on Act. Whereas, like, as a brother, it's like people already question you. Again, like, these are very private conversations that we should be not having publicly. I believe, like, unless I was having it with him, right? Because it's like,
Right.
I feel like Ack and okay, Aiden is a product of years and years of the mistreatment of black people in this country. You know what I mean? And I know how to use that to look superior and look fearless in front of my fan base like I don't care. I think Ack is 30-something years of doing the things he's doing without ever being held accountable by other people, if that makes sense, right? So it's like the fact that Ack has existed in this space, he built himself off of the street urban culture of Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't quite understand, to me, why he should be obligated to it, right? Or why he should have a reverence. Well, I mean, he probably does have a reverence. That's not fair. But I think that people should have been already he should have already had enough fights to earn his place and position when it comes to disrespecting other men. Does that make sense?
But see, now that you're saying that, now that you're saying that, I'm flushing this out a little bit in my head. If Ack is in a scenario where he has to be held responsible from some of these rap guys, this is him in his later days. This is him in his third quarter of the game. Who should have held him responsible, or what he should have paid for, if anything, was the treatment of Chicago. I think when that was skipped, I think that was the part that he kind of came to his senses, and then the birth of the people like Tekashi 6ix9ine and certain things happening in the game, some of those compounded things, he's like, oh no, this shit is this theater. They just talking.
I agree.
You know, but
but
if he
I'm
didn't pay
saying,
anything for Chicago, why would he think he gonna listen to one of these dudes these rap dudes that's just, man, I was covering Chicago and them niggas, it was cheap. I got rich fucking with that and making other videos and building my YouTube channels and playing games, but I never paid for Chicago. Everything I may have said, anybody I may have offended, there is no tax on these conversations. I think us coming from some of the places we come from, we're telling ourselves that tax carries over. I'm just not sure it's carrying over. We're watching the results of it.
I like that tax idea. That's fire. That's fire. But again, I think that's when you need to talk to Chicago. I think we need to be talking to the street urban folk from Chicago. Vic Mensa, who had him right there, could have challenged him to a fight, different people, versus, again, I think he's the product of being in this business for the last, I think the Warren Chirac, I remember starting to see it in 2012, 13. I think when I first started seeing his content. So for the last, 13 years, 14 to 13 years, 13, 14 years, you have to hold men accountable for disrespect. You have to hold men accountable for disrespect. And the first time that you feel like
they gotta be seen, man.
Yeah, but
I just don't know how you can't go to
Loon,
the boy
because
house.
Loon, they are seeing these people. These people running into these people. He's talking about running into these people and these people not holding him accountable.
Right.
He's saying this. I heard him say, I don't follow all his content, but I'll see clips where he talk about he ran into this person and this person didn't do shit.
Right.
And maybe they did it because
we just examining it. We don't got beef with him. We just examining what his behavior is in the culture and in the market, and you ain't lying about that. He's ran into
he
bunch of
running
these
into
gentlemen
niggas after he done said some disrespectful shit and no hair got combed.
I know a few people he can't run into though.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
But again, I understand that I can't say that in public, so I won't say anything else. But
the initial problem is the people he ran into.
Police or whoever. I don't got no.
The first problem, because it ain't about nobody talking about harming him or he should pat. Bro, all I'm saying is you got to show them hands. You got to show them. You can't be calling niggas bitch ass niggas and punk ass niggas. Come on, bro. I need to see. I should know. I should be like, well, you know what? Shit, I gonna squabble behind the shit he said.
Yeah.
He's standing on that. The fact that he's running into people and those people are not on they're not holding him accountable when they run into him, created that monster. Aiden is a product of years and years of systemic oppression and this country looking down at black people. That's what he is. Ack is 13 years, 14, 15 years of being able to talk about street shit and then insult street people and not have to get in one fight, even though he's running into them. Because for sure, Loon, the one thing that made us talk the way we talk is the punches we gave in the mouth and the punches we took in the mouth.
On God. Again, it's not cheap. There's a tax on this shit. But, for me, I look at it too, man, and I'm wondering if academics is this in your eyes. What do you call Adam in No Jumper?
Again, Adam is a.
Because being fair.
So here's the collective, right? We're talking about people that are not hip hop that make their business off the culture.
I'm being fair, Adam is covered street shit 10 times more than academics.
But I don't have a problem with people covering street shit. If the streets feel like they want to get in the information, feel me? Then that's your decision.
So you saying disrespect?
I'm standing completely on disrespect. That's it. I can't argue. I mean, the things that make gangs work is a desire to matter and relevant, to be heard. That's the driving force of the streets in general. Opportunity when there is none. When America hasn't carved out an opportunity for you, the streets will give you an opportunity to be something. Don't get me wrong, the interest rate is higher. The tax on that shit is high. You can fuck around and throw everything away. But when America hasn't created a world for you, the streets do. So I get why they are so in love with this thing we call the culture. I get why all of those guys are in love with this shit. I mean, it is modern day cowboys. It's modern day mob. It's everything that you heard, but accessible. And here are the cowboys. Here's Billy the Kid. Here is, all of these people. Here's Doc Holliday. Here's all these people. You feel me? Right here in the flesh. So I get their intrigue. But again, it's up to us to determine, are they paying us enough? It all go back to us undervaluing this thing we call street urban culture. If we valued it correctly, they probably couldn't afford it. But
Nah, that's
again,
for sure.
but again, if you sell it for cheap, what comes cheap is disrespect. Like, and here we are back to disrespect. So people have to be informing them on the content. And I know why they are. I know why they're trying to change their life. Remember, we use all this to change our lives. We're trying to change our lives. So we using these outlets and platforms, right? A lot of people look at them as the only way. I've heard people say that, and I'll be like, what? To me, I never thought that. I've always understood the value of Los Angeles street urban culture. I don't give a fuck. I always did, and I always made sure you couldn't buy it, and if you wanted to be in the business with it, it's going to cost you top dollar. Everybody else ain't holding to that standard. You know, we don't know the value. It's next to us. Imagine having a yard full of, you know, cows. You know, how much do you really value an oxtail? You know what I mean? You can get oxtails whenever you want to. So I feel like we don't value this street urban culture, so we so fast to barter it for looks. And they understand, they are in love with this shit. Oh, they are in love with it. They want to talk like us. They want to be like us. They want to use the lingo. I always say, where would they be without us? Where would they be? Who would want to listen to them talk about Taylor Swift or, you know, or Olivia, shout out to Homegirl, or Adele? Nobody want to hear their opinion on them. You know what I mean? They don't fit that demo. So again, until we understand the value, I can't get mad at somebody else saying, like, look, I'll buy it if you sell it to me for. That's like me being mad at somebody. If you're setting if you allow them to set the value of what you represent culturally, what you're connected to, and you allow them to set it cheap, man, that's on you. I can't argue with you. I just ain't fucking with it. Now, don't go up there and let them disrespect you. Don't go none of these places and let none of these motherfuckers disrespect you. Don't let them disrespect this. Feel me? And to me, that's where I think hip-hop and street urban culture, the actual inspiration for the art, kind of gets it wrong. We sell it cheap. They are in the business of buying, and they sell it top dollar. They buy it from us for $10 and sell it for $1,000. And then we act like niggas is trying to convince me that they got clout. I'm like, nigga, no, they don't. Nigga, I'm the clout. Nigga, we could walk outside. Let's go stand out in any ghetto around America. Let's go to the mall. Let's go anywhere. Let's see what it has to look like in real life, right? I don't care if it's a famous one or not. Them people will tear you apart. You know what I'm saying? So real clout is respect. See, they didn't try to make clout cheap. They didn't try to make clout cheap. Oh, it's money or it's popularity. It leads with respect. People don't respect niggas. Like, you niggas can't walk outside and do this. You know what I mean? And that's why they respect us. But then they meet us, and then we start doing boof-ass shit, and they be like, man, them niggas ain't nothing like I thought. Right. That's what they be feeling. They be like, man, I could say this and not nothing happen. Man, a nigga supposed to slap the skin off your face. You know what I'm saying? Fast. Because guess what, Loon? That's what we would do in the community. A nigga call you a bitch-ass nigga. I couldn't imagine a nigga in Philly calling Meek a bitch-ass. That's a fight for sure. Nigga, we got to fight. I don't give a fuck how I win or lose. So it's not just, I get it. I'm not saying he's in his face, but the same type of challenge should be public. Hey, we need to fight. And I just don't believe Ack is like, well, you know what? I don't want to fight. I don't think that. In his mind, he's like, maybe I could. Why would he not start thinking he's confident? He been saying all this shit, running into niggas. Niggas is fucking with him. Niggas is hanging with him. Niggas is all this. And no, what one person, man, nigga ain't got one black eye. He ain't had to give one black eye, Loon. He ain't had to get, at least have to give one. He's supposed to be like, it's, because I think if he wins a fight, he's not finna come out and be talking shit. He gonna be like, oh shit. He gonna feel the same pressure that we feel if you get to punching on somebody.
Exactly.
So
and
again,
then you understand that it costs something. It just costs something. Am I prepared to go through this every single time a nigga name come up in the news? Like, there's a real trade-off. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just been all upside for a lot of these content guys. And listen, I'm in content now, so you know I live in the space, but not in that way. Like I refuse to do certain things.
Right now, Loon, you not running around calling niggas a bunch of bitch ass niggas. Because we come from a world where that shit mean I'm be ready to fight you. So at that point, let me just skip that and just fight you. Hey, we need to get down because I don't like this. So
Yeah.
I think those guys are guys that are in love with this thing we call street urban culture. And I mean, not just the art. They are in love with the inspiration.
No, for sure. Yeah,
Right?
no.
So they are like,
House.
how can I get in the business of niggas? And it's like, niggas is selling it for $5. They like, okay, I'll buy 100 of them. I'll take 100, and they take it back to mainstream America and sell them bitches for 5,000 a piece. And then we mad because they start to feel the power of it. We make it so accessible and cheap. They get to journey around niggas' community. Like, and I remember kind of, I made that mistake before, and I'm like, I should let the homies rob that nigga. Feel me? Because I need to fulfill your dreams. I need to fulfill your expectations.
In the ghetto for real happened to you.
We need to, because you have expectations of us, and we should rise to said expectations. And every time we don't, they feel like, oh, our worlds is the same. No, it's not. I don't know why these people are letting you think that our world's little cuz is the same. It's not. Our world's not the same. Feel me? But it's because we become representative of our world, even in the pursuit of trying to change our life. We still become representatives, so we need to. That's one thing I'm thankful for my old homie Plug Shady Moon, because they like, hey, take this 7th Street shit wherever you go. Do not leave that shit here. Don't let none of these niggas play around. Show them real fast, fuck that money, fuck all that. This is going to get you all the way there with the level of respect that you need. So
facts.
I feel like when our representatives get into those spaces, they try to leave the morals behind. And then people see you and expect you to be that. It's expected.
Right.
So when you disappoint them, they treat you like they are disappointed. That's where them bitch ass niggas come from. I'm a rise to the expectation. You can't call me no bitch ass nigga, bro. You call me a bitch ass nigga, yeah, like homie. Like you can't disrespect no black lady in my face, nigga. All costs, I'm gonna show you real fast, cuz I'm not rocking with that right there. Feel me? That right there you doing, that's crazy. And if it was my sister, me and Ack would have had to get down. Nigga, you calling my sister all these bitches and whores and all that. Nigga, if Ack my brother, nigga, I'm not finna say it to you in like if you did in public, like, hey, cuz, we need to see each other. We need to get down. You gonna have to tell everybody, because then I'm a backdoor. I'm calling Charlamagne, tell cuz I want to get down. Tell cuz I need to get down. Tell them, hey, cuz, tell cuz I need to get down. We need to get down. You got to show me.
What I was telling them, man, like they were acting like it was a problem. Like Charlamagne, my brother, man. If I had a problem, I would call him, get dude to the area, man.
Hey, cuz we need to squabble, bro. Tell that nigga, because he don't want DEFCON 3. Man, so just give me my fair one, because you disrespecting my people. So I'm not saying this should be over your opinion on music, but man, this shit is going past music. Even with that man, cuz this is straight out verbal lynchings. When he's doing it, it's verbal lynching. When Act doing it, it's verbal bullying. And it's like, bro, somebody's supposed to stand up. Hey, stop doing that. Hey, you need to squabble me. And I just think that getting this money do not absolve you from being a man. Like, you can't solve everything through a couple dollars and it's gonna be nah. Keep your hands fresh, because you may need them. I'm not saying you got to go, put a hit out on this man. Fight this nigga. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? He done called you a bitch ass nigga. Make him show you a bitch ass nigga at least.
That's crazy, because I believe that, old school culture calls for that. I think it was interesting the way that
all right, y'all. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go find this. It's up there, podcast. Finish it off. You know what I'm saying? It's about another 30, 20 minutes. All my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Jama Usiku. You know what I'm saying? Jama Usiku. Straight up. Mandugus. Salute. I'm out of here, man. I'm in Discord, though, for a little bit. I'm out of here, though, man. High as a motherfucker. I'm ready to lay in my bed, cuz. Straight up. Salute to everybody in the motherfucking room. Salute. Appreciate everybody pulling up, showing love. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Right up. You know, salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. For real. Enjoy y'all. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to pop in this motherfucking TV. Pop in my bed. Jump in Discord. Listen to these niggas pop it about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Smoke this last bit of this blunt. No, I'm cool with that right now. Fuck that blunt. Eat this food. No, but yeah, salute to everybody, man. I gotta get up in there. I'm up here, man.
The way that academics tried to.
You ain't finna trick me. Let me see what I'm at with it. What we do today, y'all? What we do? What we do? Little 14 banner. It's straight. Little 14 banner. All right. Little 14 $10,000. Salute to everybody in the room. Bye, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all.